everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I've been working on this particular coloring book on my other channel, Daily Empress Art, if you're interested in art and watercolor. And this is Mythomorphia. She's a great artist, a lot of awesome pictures here. And what a lot of artists do with these, or colorists with, when working with these books, is you change the picture up to what you want it to look like. You know, so you see these artists come in and they'll add things and remove things. And so in this case, I changed the face. Originally, I had a triangular face with big eyes that were like alien eyes, and I altered it now, and I'm trying to make it look like you know who. I don't think I'm there yet. I haven't quite captured her to make her the Medusa look here. But I'm getting as close. I'm working on it. So I'm almost done with this one. And when I'm done with it, I'll put it up on my Daily Empress Tarot Instagram with my other art. And if you want, again, Daily Empress Art on YouTube, I'll be putting up my watercolor time lapses and, you know, tips for painting and color pencil and all that kind of thing. So if you're interested in that type of thing, check it out there. All right, so today I came across this video about all the heavy metals in the atmosphere, and they're talking about, you know, aluminum and, you know, all these other things that you hear about that they put in the injections. And this guy just mentioned that tungsten is used in weaponry. It's always used with weapons. And I immediately, you know, when I said that, I thought, wow, we know who tungsten is. So I decided to do a little research here. And it says tungsten is known as one of the toughest things found in nature, super dense, impossible to melt. I thought, yeah, I knew that. It was very tough. But there was also something else it's interesting about tungsten, which is also known as wolfram. And that is a symbol, on the periodic table is a W. It says tungsten is known for trickery, because tungsten may not have gold's luster, but it does have its density, which means that if you can cover a brick of tungsten with a coating of gold, and you test the brick to see if its weight as much as gold, it will be almost correct. Thus, tungsten has been found in counterfeit gold bricks. Isn't that interesting? So not only is tungsten so tough and never melts, toughest thing in nature, but it's also known for trickery, deceit. It can actually pretend to be gold. You can fool people. So I found that interesting as well, and I think that perhaps that might be part of the reason why King Charles calls Meghan tungsten. It seems like kind of a interesting choice, like not that for him to use that particular metal. Yeah, you normally say like she's cold as ice, or she's tough as nails, or I don't know, but tungsten just seemed like a particular choice, a unique, that kind of, I think he might have meant that. We'll see what he meant by tungsten. And also, now many people have already said that they believe Meghan put Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth, you know, caused them to upset them at the end of their lives and to, let's face it, die earlier than perhaps they would have, right? Stressing them out, coming out with Oprah interviews, accusing them of racism, coming up with all kinds of lies, writing books, Netflix, podcasts, etc., putting Harry out there, putting out all these lies. So I'm wondering, is Meghan trying to kill King Charles from just stressing him out, right? Because you see how Meghan treats her father. Her father recently had a stroke, and Meghan couldn't be bothered to even call or visit. And she only lives a couple hours away from him. And we see how disrespectful she was to the Queen, naming her alleged daughter Lilibet. more stress, and then having Harry come out and say, oh, we got permission from the Queen to name her after her. But really, Harry just said he wanted to name his daughter after her and giving her the impression that they were going to use Elizabeth, not Lilibet. So it just seemed like one thing after another, they're always making digs and just really trying to upset her. Meghan never brought the children to visit the Queen. The Queen invited her Balmoral before they left. Before Megxit, the Queen had invited Meghan up to visit her. Meghan refused to go. She said, oh, no, it's too far away. I can't go there with Archie. And then she got on a plane and flew to go visit Elton John in the south of France. So, there's one thing after another being abusive to older people and nasty. So I'm wondering, is Meghan trying to kill King Charles with stress? And I think King Charles sees this coming because I believe I think it's in Harry's book. He said that his father said to him, please don't make my last years my a misery or something like that. So let's find out, is Meghan trying to kill King Charles here? We already know she wants to kill William. But is she trying to stress him out to get him keeled over quicker? So then she only has William and Catherine in the way, right? Let's find out, because their children aren't old enough to take the throne, right? She might still be on her. She's crazy enough, to be trying to push herself on there. So let's see. Let's find out. Is Meghan trying to kill King Charles with stress and everything else, like she did her parents and her father and the king and queen, or the prince and queen? Let's find out. I've already shuffled it. Oh, I'm using the Witch's Tarot today. It's the Witch's Tarot. So let's find out. I've already shuffled the deck. So you're trying to kill them. Let's see. Trying to kill King Charles specifically. What's she up to with him? General attitude. It's all about the money. 10 of coins. See the old man with the baby there? Yeah, she's trying to get what she can from him for her children, of course. We know that. And she wants everything to go to her and her children. Especially the money. Money, money, money. Give me that money. Anything you have, I want it. And crossing it. Strength reverse. Oh, look at that. So the strength card is like the Virgo Leo. I often see that as Harry and Meghan. And of course, they're out of control, diabolical, and they're crossing the royal family here, and in particular King Charles, the head of it, the monarchy. And, Meghan still has her puppets, her trolls at the Fawcett Society and the Wild, the places that went to Ipso and complained about Jeremy Clarkson. And they recently came out and they're doing surveys, and they're like, well, the older people want to keep the monarchy, but younger people want to get rid of the monarchy. And they don't want Charles on the throne. They'd rather have William. So Meghan's, her Fulani, Ngozi, and the Aisha Hazarikama, whatever her name is again, the Fawcett Society, they're really pushing to transform the monarchy. And, Queen of Cups, they're using, of course, Princess Diana's as an excuse, as an inspiration for Harry. And, of course, Meghan imitates Princess Diana. It's like oozing with shadowing the whole thing under the guise of this is what Princess Diana wanted to do. This is what she would want, even though that's not really. But anyways, I kind of get that idea with the old man with the baby here in this particular 9 of coins. So you have like the King Charles, the older generation, versus the new, progressive, woke, crazy, insane, wanting to be chipped, and using CBDBs and living in smart cities and having no money, being a slave, basically, to the oligarchs, which Meghan, of course, considers herself one. But yeah, I see this as Meghan is acting out of control, getting Harry out of control in order to change the monarchy. She's still, her and her Sussex Squad supporters are still all about changing the monarchy, getting rid of all those old traditions and traditional way and making it Meghan's way, because Meghan knows the way. She's such a thought leader, don't you know? But of course, Meghan's not doing this alone. You know, she's got her cabal, her Clinton cabal around her. So what's the basis of it? Four of Swords. See, this particular Four of Swords, you got a woman holding a knife there, and she's like ready to cut somebody. So yeah, very angry. This is like a spy, double agent, MK Ultra woman coming in. So she is, you know, part of a mission. She's a soldier. She's there to get people's swords, you know, to change people's minds, to get people to doubt the monarchy, to make the monarchy look bad, change people's thinking, particularly young people. We all know Harry and Meghan are always targeting young people. So that was her mission, has been one of being, you know, a traitor, and it looks like she's standing outside of the palace walls there, holding her knife, ready to go in and stab someone there, you know. That's what I think of when I see that. There's Meghan on the scene, mega liar there. Very dangerous, very sneaky, coming in the back door, accusing them of racism if they don't let her marry Harry in the beginning. And of course, from day one, that's always been her mantra, with her paid George Soros, BLM backing her, like the Aisha and the Fulani, Marlene Headley. So why did King Charles called Meghan tungsten? Was it because of the trickery, because she's a fake and a fraud and a phony? Or is it because she's tough as nails? Doesn't give a damn about anybody? What's the real reason here? Ooh, 10 of Cups reversed. So yeah, so he could see that the way she turns families upside down, and of course you get the rainbow, which is the New World Order symbol, their flag, right? The globalists in charge. But he could see that she was coming in with this New World Order movement and destroying families, because they don't want families. New World Order doesn't want families. No families for you. Only for them, not for you. They want you to be isolated, alone, and you can't reproduce unless they allow it. You know what I mean? They want to depopulate, like Gates says. So King Charles could see that, you know, Meghan was out to make everyone unhappy, and she didn't care who she made unhappy in her family and their family. She's a destructive force. She is a force of, you know, destruction, and he could see that. And he could see that when Meghan entered the scene, suddenly everybody's upset. You know, everybody's complaining online and social media. Of course, her Sussex squad amp things up. So that's what Meghan's there for. She's like turmoil wherever she goes, and she couldn't care less. She's all about herself. So he could see the turmoil she was causing and how she really doesn't care about what anybody thinks. And the more people complain, the more she puts herself out there, right? Like, are you telling me to shut up? Oh, well, then I'm just going to talk more, don't I? You know, and she said something to that effect. You know, it's a typical narcissist response, right? The more you tell them to shut up and go away, the more they come after you. And that's exactly what South Park showed. I mean, that's such a genius episode, right? So when the character says to the prince and his wife, you know, just shut up and go away, they kicked a polo ball or whatever through his window and broke his window. Like, you know, they won't leave you alone. And that's typical of what, you know, the destruction of BLM Antifa that Meghan works with. So it's like, oh, are you ignoring Meghan's demand to reform the monarchy and society and accuse everyone of racism, which is the new, you know, critical race theory and, you know, BS that they've going on, that Marxist communist brainwashing. Well, Meghan's going to be like, you're going to listen to me or you're going to suffer. You're all going to suffer. And the older people, like Oprah said, all these old white men, they're just going to die. You're just going to go die, you old people. This is for the young, dangerous people to come in and destroy everything. So Meghan's on board with that because, of course, Meghan's never going to suffer for anything. She's always going to have tons of money. But anyways, so he could see that she really didn't care how she was upsetting people, society. She doesn't have any emotions for anyone, how fake and phony she is. Yeah. And she just wreaks, wherever she goes, she brings, like, destruction, like sadness and upset and upheaval. She's just this malevolent force. Ever since she's been on the scene, it's been nothing but destructive and upsetting. and disturbing and everything. And, she thrives on that, obviously. So what is she expecting with Charles to do with King Charles? What's she expecting to do? And I got the Three of Wands reversed. So she wants to take his plans and whatever he's creating and destroy it. This is like destroying, anything that you may be setting out to do. Which, if King Charles is for the New World Order, I'm all for destroying those plans. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, they seem to be two battling sides, but they're both globalists. So I think it's more that they want to just destroy the royal family. Because I think King Charles is trying to keep the royal family and the traditions while at the same time having a New World Order. And I think the other New World Order, billionaires are like, no, we got to get rid of the monarchy too. You're part of the old way. So there's a battle there with that, I believe, as far as keeping the royal family and those particular traditions. And that's why part of the reason why I think there's a schism, as well as, possibly who's more in control than the other. But of course, Meghan is with the Clintons and the Obamas. And I know that there's been a lot of PR recently, people saying how Michelle Obama doesn't like Meghan now. Well, of course, nobody wants to be associated with Meghan and Harry now. They're toxic AF. I mean, but they're still together on the same team. I mean, they did talks together before the election. Remember, she worked with Michelle Obama on a commercial telling everyone to vote their way. And she, interviewed Michelle Obama for Vogue, and she visited Michelle Obama when she was on her book tour. I mean, there's a lot of connections there. And of course, Clinton visited Meghan. So you have a choice. You want King Charles in charge, or you want the Clinton cabal in charge. I don't think I want either in charge. I think they both need to be taken down. But anyways, Meghan is out to destroy King Charles's plans. That's for sure. So what is she most afraid of or not want with King Charles? Oh, the truth coming out. She doesn't want him spilling the truth. She doesn't want him winning. This is a winning card, conquering. She does not want him to win this. Whatever he's trying to, whatever his particular plans, the battle between her and Harry and the royal family, she's in it to win it, right? She wants to just cause so much stress and strife to keel over all the older family members. I mean, look how Meghan Markle's buddies there treat Fulani Ngozi, aka Marlene Headley, treated Lady Hussey. Meghan wants to get rid of all the older royals. She's hoping to rattle all their cages and stress them all out and upset them all. And if she can't get to them, she wants her and her BLM buddies, the Aiza, Hazarati, or whatever at Fawcett Society, to help her with other societies, BLM societies, to work together to turn the society, the young people in particular, against the royal family. So that's why they're really monitoring that. And Aiza from Fawcett Society recently spoke about that fact that, the younger generation in the UK like half of them want to abolish the monarchy, and the other half don't want Charles, they want William. So their mission, which they're keeping track of with their surveys, is to try to turn everybody against the monarchy. So they're just waiting for all the old people to die and do everything they can to kill them through stress and false accusations of racism, like Fulani did. And the mainstream media is disgusting the way they've written about, even recently. I know Princess Anne, she should be the queen. Princess Anne allowed Lady Hussey to represent her recently, and that was a big story because now, Lady Hussey is back doing royal duties again. But the way the mainstream media wrote about it, they said, oh, Lady Hussey said some very inappropriate things to a woman that was racist. So the mainstream media is still pushing the lie, claiming that Lady Hussey said something racist. So the PR, the mainstream media is still being controlled by Meghan's side for now anyways. So let's put that out. So knowing the mainstream media, she doesn't want that. That's why the truth isn't getting out. The censorship online and the mainstream media full of lies. But there's so much we know that Meghan has lied about, so much to come out about this. But she doesn't want King Charles coming out. She doesn't want him winning. What is she hoping for with King Charles? Page of Wands. So here you've got a little boy. It looks like a little redheaded boy it could be. It kind of looks like Harry. So I do see that, of course, she wants Harry and her, of course, to take the helm, to become the rulers. But she also wants to harass him with the media, Page of Wands, like information in the media, being pushy and getting her way, or using the media, the weaponized media, to attack him and to get her message out there. And look, there's a cat in this. I just noticed that there's a cat down here as well. Ginger cat. There's the ginger. Okay, so here's Meghan with her PR, putting out her puff pieces, ridiculing the royal family, making everybody look bad, attacking them, having young people, pages of young people, having them attack the royal family. And you got Ginger Balls down here, Ginger Cat here, using her pet Ginger Boy there, her ginger pet at her side as her way of causing all this upheaval. So how does she see King Charles right now? How is she seeing him? And of course, she wants to use the children against them as well. Her own Archibald. How does she see King Charles? Oh, Knight of Wands. So she sees King Charles as a formidable enemy here, someone who's fighting back in his own way. And I do believe we've seen that. King Charles is not being as easygoing as Taurus Queen was. Instead, the Scorpio King Charles, look out, man. That's all I gotta say. Piss off a Scorpio. Woo, you're really courting danger. I mean, Meghan and Harry, man. How dumb can they be? But anyways, they're pretty dumb. So she sees that King Charles is like telling Harry demanded a meeting before the coronation for an apology. We got to sit down and talk about this, right? They know that's not Harry talking. And it's all in the media too, Knight of Wands. But of course, King Charles is like, nope, sorry, don't have time. Too busy. I have to wash my hair that night, I have to shine my shoes that night. Can't meet with you. So she sees that King Charles is fighting back, King and William, but King Charles too, with the press, Knight of Wands, fighting back. And they are. I mean, they are. I thought that's hilarious. I mean, there's a lot going on. I can't keep up with all of it. But, just the fact that William and Catherine are now Prince and Princess of Wales, and that's on their Instagram account, and their children are also Princes and Princesses of Wales, so that when Charlotte grows up, if she gets an Instagram account, she'll be the Princess of Wales. So, so I see that she sees that he is pushing back. He's fighting back. He's standing up. He's not taking it like the Queen did. He's not just doing a dignified silence. He is pushing back, but in a dignified way, but he is fighting back. And so she's getting geared up for a fight here. And she loves a fight. That's what Meghan and Harry are all about. Fight, 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 fight. Meghan's got her ginger cat with her. And she's like, this is like Meghan, with Harry, Ginger Harry here. And she's like, I've got your boy. You're not going to get him back unless I get what I want, That is exactly what she wants to continue doing. She wants to continue getting everything she wants because she's got Harry by the balls, by the short and curlies, right? So anyways, she loves it. She loves this power. She loves power. So she wants to get to the White House. But anyways, back to King Charles, but she's not going to get anywhere if the truth comes out about her and if King Charles gets his way, and if Meghan and her gang there, her BLM gang, don't get their way and don't revolutionize the royal family there in Britain. So what's Meghan going to do next? She's definitely out to destroy anything he creates. Anything King Charles tries to do, she's like, she wants to put a damper on it, just like the Earthshot Prize. And William and Catherine, I mean, that's, an extension of King Charles. Well, a more direct attack really is on Camilla with the Jeremy Clarkson and everything. That was, he was a friend of Camilla's and she made sure to attack him, saying Camilla invited him to lunch a few days before he wrote that terrible piece, which is not so terrible because everybody hates Meghan. It's no big deal. Nobody cares. I mean, she's just unbelievable. So, yeah, so she's out. Anything that she can destroy, whether it's Lady Hussey, whether it's attacking Camilla, they're attacking not just King Charles because they know that King Charles will be upset if his wife is attacked, right? In the media and criticized. Like when I say attacked, I don't mean this is all wands and wands and wands. So and swords and swords. So I mean, this is all about using the media to spread malicious rumors. Now, of course, she can't spread the rumor that, Camilla's cheating on Charles, but Meghan would if she could, like she's doing to William, right? So, as she was creative there somewhat with the Fulani setup, and I'm sure they'll do more but it's all really going back to King Charles. King Charles is the person they really want to upset, that Meghan really wants to upset. And they know going after his wife, going after his children, they know all of this is going to upset him. And of course, the coronation is a big one that everybody is focused on. Now, of course, that's such a huge ceremony that, really nothing Meghan can do herself. Any media Meghan conjures up isn't going to really affect that. But, she's going to try. She's going to pull something like she always does. So, what is she going to do next? What's Meghan going to do next? Oh, Ace of Coins reversed. So I get the idea of, she could do another, dropping something here, like a miscarriage or, a loss, showing that she's lost an opportunity, or starting to do something and then pulling out. Not like, so Ace of Coins is like something new, right? It's a new opportunity, doing something new, and then turning it down, right? So she could turn down the invitation to the coronation. She might say, no, I'm not going, as bizarre as that may sound, because we all know Meghan loves being the center of attention in the limelight. And we all know she couldn't care less about being booed. We all know that. But I do see her turning down something here. Doing something here to ending something, not allowing something to accepting something or beginning something. Dealing with King Charles, the royal family there. So whether it's the coronation invite or something else, I see her putting a stop to it, like not doing something, not initiating it, not, it could be she's not going to, I was thinking how they wish each other happy birthdays online and things like that. Meghan never wishes anybody a happy birthday, but she expects them to wish her a happy birthday, right? And they were all so happy to wish her a happy 40th birthday, you old woman, right? Middle age. But so I see something like that, like she doesn't do something here that would be expected, and it makes, attention, gets attention somehow. And it could also be her buying something here or not buying and complaining that's Charles's fault. Like maybe, she wants to get a new house or something, and she'll complain that, well, King Charles, isn't giving us enough money to buy a new mansion or something. I don't know. Something going on here with financial opportunities or something physical. What's going to happen in the long term? Long term, oh my. Judgment. Yeah, Judgment. So she's going to cause more scandal. I kind of see this with the crazy full moon, solar eclipse there. She is with her gang of thugs. She's doing her hoodoo voodoo. Kind of looks like what they're doing here on this particular Judgment card. So I do get that she's still going to be working in the dark with her dark connections, her evil connections in the BLM. And they're still going to be doing their craziness. They're still going to, in the long term, be ganging up on the royal family and trying to just whittle them down, just attack them and attack them and attack them and attack them, in the media and with false accusations and just sort of making them look bad on social media to influence young people and all that. Just sort of, she's still going to be working out. Now, Judgment is about a new beginning. Right? Completion, like a new beginning there, right? So that's what they want, right? They want a new world order. So I see her and her secretive gang, they're in the dark here. You can't see who they are. They hide behind websites like the Fawcett Society or the Wild Foundation or Institute. Like they hide behind different screen names and different websites. But I see the attacks still going on, and they're working towards changing things one way or another. I see it like her not stopping ever. To the bitter end, she's going to be working with this gang, Major Arcana. So Meghan's never going to stop, that's for sure. And it's just going to get crazier and crazier with her. It's been crazy enough as it's been, right? Everyone's thinking it's gonna wind down soon enough. This train crash is gonna stop. But I see it going and going because they're not gonna stop. Her and George Soros and all the rest, they're not gonna stop until they get what they want, which is total annihilation of the royal family and the Western world. So she's not gonna stop. She's gonna keep going and going. But and judging them, judgment. She's going to be always constantly judging everything the royal family does and using her with her lens of BLM, critical race theory nonsense, and constantly judging and, trying to cause scandal and et cetera, falsely accusing them. I mean, now they falsely accused Lady Hussey, and they're perpetuating that in the media, and they're going to continue doing things like that. Constantly judging, constantly being crazy, constantly with the false accusations, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's just crazy times. And, yeah. Meghan is totally brainwashed. I mean, she's MK Ultra. I mean, I see this woman here, if you can see her. I mean, she's just totally, not thinking. This is an automaton. She's like a robot, so she's never going to stop. And she's with the gang that's going to keep pushing her. I mean, I think she's really convinced that she's Princess Diana 2.0. She's really, that with their brainwashing, I think, or whatnot, they've really convinced her that this is her mission, and that it's never going to end. Like 10 and 10, I'm getting all this finality with a judgment. I mean, it's never going to stop. She's so brainwashed herself that she's going to continue fighting and fighting. And she sees, King Charles as someone to fight with, someone that she has to take him on, and she's, trained to do this. And she's been wired to do this by her handlers, and she's just going to keep going and going and going and going. And that's it. She's a weapon. She's a weapon, and she's going to keep weaponizing everything she does, and it's never going to stop. And King Charles and everything he does is definitely a target. The royal family is a target, but particularly King Charles and anything to get him. So I see that she is obviously out to destroy the royal family. So of course King Charles is going to be the main target, and everyone around him is a target, right? Because she does not want him to win. She does not want him. This is victory. This is what she doesn't want him to have. She doesn't want him to win. She wants to. I mean, I could see this something coming up here. Let me see what this is. I see this. It could be seen as destructive of something new. So that could be like the Earthshot Prize or anything new they try to do. She's going to try to kill it. She's going to try to portray it as a terrible thing. Everything they do is just so terrible. Tradition is so terrible in Meghan's mind. Old people are so terrible, right? That's the way. I mean, it's like this is a really crazy, dangerous, malevolent, evil mindset that these brainwashed totalitarian types like Meghan have. So let's see, what is this about? What exactly? She's not. But I kind of see this as turning down an invite, something like that. That's like I'm looking at what she's going to do next. An invite? Is she going to turn down an invitation to talk to him, or the coronation? Let me see. Let's see what it is. 9 of Wands reversed. So I see that, letting the barriers down, a little bit. Stopping the fighting for a little while. So maybe this is saying is, although she may not go, she may, for the coronation, she may agree to not do her usual multiple, fighting back with multiple articles. She may give it a rest, take a pause. She may ask him to pay her off or buy her a new house and then a new mansion, and then she'll lay off the war with the BLM and the media for a little bit. That may be what she's trying to work out with him right now. Something, new financial arrangement, and if he gives her and Harry, or gives her what she wants, then she'll call Harry off, right? Because you see Harry is doing a live stream next They actually expect people to pay $30 to sit there and watch him live and not be able to chat and him not answering questions unless they're screened first. I mean, it's so ridiculous. So basically, they're charging you $30 so you can sit there and watch him like on a TV screen, but there's no interaction whatsoever, and you're going to pay $30 to listen to Harry. Harry, okay, the most boring man on earth. I mean, come on, he's such. But Meghan keeps pushing him out because this is her weapon. This is an attack on King Charles. It's not a. They think that this is going to. So she's basically going to offer King Charles an opportunity to pay her, and she'll call her and Harry will, not attack them in the media and whatnot like they usually do for the coronation. But I don't think it's going to work because I see in the long term, her and her buddies are going to continue their craziness. So, I think basically Harry and Meghan Meghan and her gang are like, if you want us to stop, pay up, pay off. But it's not going to happen. She's going to try that, but it's not going to happen. I don't see that working out between them. Well, anyways, that is what I see. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.